So the question is, I've got sharp pain on the front of my shoulder and I can't really do any press-ups anymore, and it's also hurting into the bicep itself. This is very commonly going to actually be a bicep tendon problem. So where the biceps tendon comes out of your shoulder joint, it runs in basically a little groove that makes sort of that shape there, and it runs in this little tendon. The tendon runs in this little groove, and it's vulnerable here from a number of points. Commonly, it's going to be an element of bad posture over a period of time is causing a little bit of inflammation, and then you're doing your press-ups, and just it's a matter of it's got to happen sooner or later. It's been building and building and building, and then it goes and you start to get this sharp pain on the front. Long term, you're going to get absolutely no success treating it unless you deal with the underlying postural problem. So that means sitting up nice and straight, shoulders back, head over your shoulders. That's very, very important. Trying to avoid things like being at the computer for too long and getting into that sort of posture there in front of the desk. That will help, making sure your head's over your shoulders. Ultimately, you do need some actual treatment to this area, but you could just go with the postural side of things and just wait it out. But it's a lot more effective, especially if it's been going on for a long period of time, to actually get some treatment to the shoulder so it can start improving the healing, getting the problem to start resolving, reducing your levels of pain, and then strengthening up the back muscles so that you're a bit more in line, and then slowly returning into shoulders, into press-ups. One of the things I do find is quite helpful if you're going to the gym is doing some lightweight dumbbells. I'm talking very, very lightweight. So sort of 1 or 2 kilo dumbbells, and doing lots and lots of reps, say 20, 30, 40, 50 reps before doing anything like a press up. And what it does is it creates this sort of pumping effect in your shoulders to basically hold them nice and tight, and that can help reduce the amount of discomfort that the shoulders are in, especially if you do have a habitual injury in the shoulder during some of those sort of chest press or press up type exercises. That can be really helpful. I would definitely recommend though going to actually seeing a practitioner that can actually help you treat this area. Sometimes, for example, like we do, we choose to also treat this section of your neck here as well, because the nerves from this section go out, they control your bicep, they control your shoulder muscles, and it's something that we find is helpful. We wouldn't do it if it wasn't helpful. It's just something that does improve the results in our experience. So getting some treatment, if it has been going on for a long period of time, should really get you back to feeling better again. But ultimately, just in review, it's going to be some element of biceps tendonitis. You've torn the tendon here, you're getting muscle spasm here as well, and that's aggravated directly when you do a press up, because you really do grind that tendon as you go down to that bottom movement and then push back up again. So go and see a practitioner if it's been going on for a little while.